Hi everyone, welcome to The Good Fight. I am Emcee Moon.
And I am Chaos Co, but you can call us Emcee and Chaos.
And I'm Rocket. I'm going to be hosting my first time today, and I'm really excited to be working with my buds Em and Chaos. You'll be hearing me throughout, and I've never really had 3 hosts before, but I'm going to try it out, so give us some patience, and we're going to be kicking. So, we're going to have a great time today, fighting the good fight, and I'll be leaving about an hour in, but, let's get going.
We're really excited to have Rocket.
It is going to be awesome, yeah.
Woot.
He's going to dip his toes a little bit, and we're going to see how it goes, and then hopefully he'll be sliding into like a full host role within the next episode or 2. Before we get to our topics today, I want to talk about the main hub move just a tiny bit. The podcast team is now more acclimated to our quote-unquote office, which is what Moondog has called our channel and setup or whatever. We know that main hub isn't the most active space right now, except for right now, but we're trying to facilitate some interdivision love. And while I encourage you all to obviously remain active in your divisions, I'd like everyone to try and get to know other people in other divisions, maybe dip their toes in other games and teams and stuff. Most of us in the podcast team are in Minecraft division 2. That's the second largest division we have, the first one being RPF.
And the third is Transfer Mice division. Make sure you go join that. We want to cover the logistics of these teams. The next podcast is going to be a little bit different. Up until now, all our episodes have been all about the RPF. The next one is going to be a bit about the Minecraft division. It's going to have some similarities, some differences. We'd love you guys to attend the MC Div episode. Most of you guys are going to be from CP Div, but if you could that would be cool. We'd love different divisions to get involved with other divisions. They're all like multiple smaller communities, all inside one big community.
Yeah, and that's what makes us really cool. We want to remember our RF roots, I guess, or our parent server. On top of that recent change, the podcast has shifted times, and I know that might have taken some of you by surprise, but thanks to the polls that you guys filled out, we're still gauging times that are good for everyone according to those and trying to figure out where we're going to go. So this may not be the permanent time. We're not sure. We're going to see how this one goes and figure it out from there. We already have had one complication because Pookie's not here, but that might just be a weekly thing. And Cassie has slid into the role for Pookie, so we're okay with our backstage manager out here. So you'll see her dropping stuff in chat. The last change that we've had is that we've added Lime to our podcast team. She's not here right now, but she's our new audio editor. Get really excited to see what we do with that. She's gonna start editing old episodes, and then we'll be looking into other options for broadcasting and other cool stuff now that she's part of the team. We're really excited about that.
And then the last thing, our PSA for the week, about patience. Since the subject of this episode is promotions, I just want to highlight the important part that patience can play in ranks. Things come to those who wait. That's cliche, but it's true. I know for a lot of us, it seems like promotions can be gained easily or whatever. As you move higher and higher in the army, standards also get higher, so proving yourself isn't easy.
So I couldn't have said what Chaos said better. Patience is key with moving up the ranks, especially once you get higher and higher. Podcast team applications are closed right now, but we are going to reopen them soon. We're going to start off with our first segment. Chaos, take it away.
We're talking promotions, but obviously we'd like to talk about Queenieliz, who recently retired and took the position of RPF advisor after 2 years more in the Rebel Penguin Federation. We're all going to miss her. She will be around in chat still, so it's not like she's disappearing from the face of the earth.
Thank God. We'd like to offer her the opportunity to walk us through highlights of her time in RPF with us, including her time moving up through the ranks as a troop, and just offer her a little bit of ability to reminisce with us as we learn a little more about what RPF used to be like in her earlier days. Liz, welcome to The Good Fight. How you doing, Liz?
I'm okay.
We're going to ask Liz some questions. Hopefully she's ready to field.
Yeah, I can fill in the gaps that I left out. I mean, I tried to make it like short and sweet. Otherwise, my post would have been like a 4,000 word essay, and no one wants to read that.
Complete historic monologue. I wanted to read it.
The full chronology of Queenieliz, Volume 7. Available now on Amazon Prime.
Dude, I've now got time to finish the Ellenberg Chronicles.
Oh God.
Yeah. You were the first ever private of the week.
Well, private troop of the week.
You were one of the first troop of the weeks. How does that feel? And you were a private when that happened.
Oh, when it happened, yeah, I was private of the week.
Private of the week.
At the time, I'd literally been active in RPF for about like 3 days, So I actually had no idea what it was. I just got a ping and it was like, congrats, you're Troop of the Week. And I was like, oh, and I remember there was Tazy there, and Tazy had been like working so hard for it all week, bless her little heart. And she was like, no, it should have been me. She was really mad about it. Yeah,
Is
I
it
don't care
Tazy
how
or
it sounds.
Tazzy?
No, she likes it to be pronounced Tazi, but I pronounce it
Tazi.
Tazy, and so
Oh
that's
man,
just how. But yeah,
Tazi, if you like
I think
that.
she got it
crazy
2
vibes.
after me. But no, the thing was, I found that especially with being like a private, the thing that made it good was like you couldn't even when you've got 7K people in the server, you can't even see your name. You were endless scrolling to find your name, and then all of a sudden like I was like up at the top. And also like when you're a private, it's really hard to get people to talk to you because people do have their friendship groups, and people are more likely to ignore you when they're talking to their friends. And if you're just some random kid that comes on and says hi, some people will, but I mean, yeah, Biffa, you say me.
Yeah.
But when you're suddenly Troop of the Week,
That's not nice. Rule 1.
You rule one,
because
respect everybody.
because you've got a pink name, people automatically are like, oh my god, like this person's important, so they just talk to you more. So
It gives you visibility, and you also get like 50 pings a day. It's like, oh my gosh, congratulations! I'm like, it's literally
yeah,
next
and
Thursday.
it was really weird. Like it was nice, and it kind of makes you feel like you're being recognized from even like people you didn't think even realized you existed, like
Thank you for driving.
the Rebel Commanders and head gens and stuff. So
In your time, mods were purple. Purple is the superior mod
okay,
colour. Could you explain why?
okay. Okay, so there was this whole joke thing that went on. So mods were originally green, and then there was this whole campaign for mods because in that time, it was purple and pay, yeah.
Purple
So
and
there was this whole
pay.
thing for like arguing for. So we wanted it to be purple. We thought vets didn't deserve the color purple. We deserved it more because we worked so hard and we did everything for their high command. So we wanted to be paid and we wanted to be purple.
That's pretty
And
funny. I
and
kind of want to bring it
eventually,
back.
I don't know why, but they just changed. They changed it purple for a bit, and then they changed it back. And then when Alex and like Fliv and all of them were mods, I don't think they ever changed to purple again.
Go back to
But
it. Just saying.
that does sound
but
fun.
at the same time, like people used the colors. It wasn't like a twitchy kind of everyone changes colors. It was actually just like the mods changed purple, and then the vets changed like a random color. And I think at some point the Rebel Commanders were like baby pink for like
Baby pink. That's
Oh,
nice.
that sounds
Yeah.
juicy.
We should just all go pastel colors.
So
I think
Oh
that's
my
a great
gosh,
idea.
that's an aesthetic
yeah,
right there.
yeah, but then the head general
Mustard
color would
yellow.
look like pea.
I think we all need to just band together and make everybody pink. Make everybody private of the week.
Shout out to when every role was white.
Private of the week should be a thing. You get Troop of the Week, but you also get a Private of the Week to shout out to the private that is doing
Yeah.
you know, carrying all
The
the other
privates that
private.
work hard and stick around because we
Oh
love
my
you
god,
guys.
look at that baby pink. That's some weird
Baby
I told
colors.
pink.
you,
Oh
it
my
was a thing.
goodness. Looking fly. Oh my gosh, mustard yellow. There it is.
I really like Commander Khan. Next question that I have is, how was it being a part of the Dragon Age under Pop and Left? And is there any advice that you would give to leaders going forward that want to emulate the success of that specific era?
Okay, so I mean, I kind of when was the Dragon Age? I mean, Pop and Left led together for quite a while, and they had a big foundation that they built on for a long time. I mean, we had 7K members in the server, and I think it went up to 8K eventually. Like, we had a lot of people, but we got most people. You know, like how we've got this kind of like recruiting environment. I didn't recruit until I was probably a 2IC because we didn't need to recruit because we got people joined every single day, and it was just because of the site. And that's why I think if people want to emulate that and kind of bring back the sort of community we had before, it's the CPR news team, their work on the site and just general everything. So whether it's podcast team posting stuff on the site, it's getting the attraction to the site and getting the site views, getting it further up on Google. And so then when people do just search us up and we're on, then they'll just join because they're like, oh, this looks cool. We want to be back at the top. And it took us a long time for us to get the site views to go back up to the top. And Commando's got them all with the secure thing at the top, which is really good. But I'd say, yeah, focus on site, focus on doing like tags, but no matter what it is, whether it's CPR news, contest teams, make sure there's just so much stuff going on the site, and that everyone, when we ping you a link to the site, do look at the site, because it's those views that we need to get back to where we were before. And I think it was just also their leadership together was really good, and it was just like we were quite what's the word?
We're checking out the site, guys. I think that's a clear message here.
Yeah, but we were quite not arrogant, but we knew that, like, I think that's part of the reason EGCP hated us, because we knew we win every time. And I think we've kind of got that back a lot, but maybe like for most of you when you joined, we didn't have that, but we were kind of unstoppable. And it was like every time we logged on, it was like we were beating records for CPA. I mean, there was that Orchid where we maxed, like, I think it was 80 in total.
Those are some high numbers. Could you give the newer members a brief overview of how Operation Exodius was? You think anything positive came from it? Exodus.
Exodius.
All right. You know what? My pronunciation is on top today. Exodus. And do you think anything positive came from it, or not so positive things? What's your take on it?
Exodus is essentially is the main hub server, and the fact that there's loads of other divisions. So in that respect, Exodus was successful because we did manage to create a multi-gaming community. But the only reason Exodus kind of went really bad was because, and the way it was difficult being a leader at that point, was because of how it happened. So we literally had 2IC leak a lot of the information to CPO, and that got us banned from CPO. So it was almost like, well, we've now no longer got a CP thing to run on, so we just need to go ahead with Exodus. Like, it was kind of in its early stages and it wasn't ready to be enacted, and we had to enact on it. And there were things that were fun, like we played Transformice events, and now the Transformice division exists.
Go join the Transformice division. You've been up at the top of the RPF for a long time. Oh, it feels like a long time for me, at least. Do you have any favourite tactics that stand out that you've led before?
I don't know. I do. I like my formations. I'm a big formation person.
Oh, the fast five.
So yeah. I like doing the fast five. Yeah, but I also really like doing, crocodile. Crocodile is the most underrated thing.
Oh,
if RPF can ever manage to do crocodile, I will literally be so impressed.
We can try.
So
I remember it. One day we'll figure it out.
It's like we'll figure it out. You've got to basically move in a circular fashion to the middle line and then go
to the
back.
center, like a crocodile chomping down.
Yeah,
we're gonna figure it out.
We'll try.
Other than that, I like doing the RPF formation. That always looks really impressive when we all get in different colors, and I do the get naked thing, and I'm like, everyone get naked, so you can quite clearly see the
that was fun.
in the air. Yeah. Those are always good. I used to do that, like when I first became, I think when I first became Mobile Commander, I did that every maybe every few events. I'd be like, right, RPF, because that's something that people struggle with, so you've got to do it all the time to make sure you don't lose it.
I want to ask you if there are any other memories that you have that stick out to you.
Okay, so Rebelbot used to be really cool, and he used to have Rebel Cash and Wi-Fi, so seasonal roles used to be purchasable, and they're waifus, not Wi-Fi's. Waifus anyway. You could and so you'd have someone like Perry would buy everyone, and I think Perry also bought Commando as his waifu. It was really funny because you just have people constantly in bot spam buying each other. Then there was also you had loads of ranks. So if you wanted to, if you're in Air Force, you could buy pilot role, which would replace your Air Force role, and you could also buy one for Navy. I think it was sailor or captain, and you could have that. And there was just loads of stuff you could buy with Rebel Cash. And I think the only way to earn them was just to the Tatsumaki. If you gave Tatsumaki credits to someone in HCOM, they'd give you the Rebel Cash in return from the bot. And there was a whole business that went on about it, and HCOM were trusted not to abuse it because you could just give yourself like loads of Rebel cash if you wanted to, but you weren't allowed to. And so, but it was just cool. It was like an extra job that you had to do. And I remember being like given the tea daily. I had that job for like 2 months, and I literally had people tea daily me every day, and I'd have to go through them one by one and like give them the Rebel cash back. But no, it was really good. Yeah, Alex had, and there was always like the biggest package, so it always had like Biffa's biggest package.
I remember those. Those
Rebel
were
Cash
fun.
sounds so complicated, and everyone wants us to bring it back, but I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm glad that it's
The
not
stock
here
market.
anymore, to be
It
fair.
sounds complicated, but it's actually not. There was just packages. Like it's once you see it, it's just all there and pinned. It's really easy to like understand, like trust. It sounds difficult, but it's fun. I mean, Emcee, are you saying you wouldn't buy everyone in podcast team as your waifu if you could and own them
I would
and
do
gift
that.
them
I would do
cookies?
that.
You can
honestly.
gift them cookies.
I would buy Rocket so many waifus, alright?
Bribe me with cookies and waifus, and I'll do pretty much anything.
Absolutely.
Now that you're an RPF advisor, what exactly does that entail for you?
So basically, I write a lot in Ulti's diary.
Nice.
And leave him lots of pretty messages. But it's basically just to kind of, and it's the same job like Pop and everyone has. It's just kind of like we're here to sort of give advice where needed. So if someone in HCOM is like, oh, I don't know what to do in this situation, you can ask us, and we can give you like from our own experience, whether it was like a year ago, 4 years ago, we can tell you what we'd advise in that situation. And especially like Ulti at the moment, being a solo rebel commander isn't easy. And when I was solo rebel commander, I had help from the advisors because you don't always want to be on your own, and it's just nice to have like an outside opinion that's completely unbiased. Because I think and that's kind of what's helped me being an advisor, like being able to look back in. I've been able to be like, oh my god, it would be so cool if we did this, and then like I'm rooting for that bet you lead though.
You were a solo rebel commander for 4 to 5 months, I do recall. It's a pretty long time.
Oh no, like a year nearly. Actually, no, it was January. So
And then there was.
It was a
like 9
fair
months.
deal of time.
He didn't get promoted
like
until
9 months.
August or something.
Oh wait, you mean
Oh,
solo
how's
RC? I
mine
thought you meant like
still
RC in total. No, solo
Oh,
RC.
actually,
Yeah,
total
it was
over a
like,
year, but just you. It was April to August or something.
yeah, and it's a lot of pressure because you just don't like. I thought it was going to be really easy, and it does look it like you just sit there at the top, but like, I've never felt that. You know, there's that saying that they say, it's lonely at the top. That's how I felt a lot of the time because it's like all the decisions rested on me, and not everyone always understands why you make certain decisions, and that can be really difficult as well. But
I think that you did really well by yourself, though.
Mm-hmm.
especially like HCOM at the moment, if you do get targeted by like trolls and stuff, like obviously you guys all know, you saw the EGCP expose post, just ignore them because you don't feed the trolls.
Yeah. Are you ready to lose the branch battle? Maybe for the win?
Oh.
We've got 2 Navy and 1 Air Force, and you got the
Come on.
Navy
Come on,
asking.
Air Force,
we
Air
can do
Force, Air
this,
Force.
Come on, Air Force can do this, but if we lose, you can put it down to the fact that I'm out of practice.
Liz, I'm
Alright,
the only
sure.
Air Force general, and we got to pull through on this one.
Hey,
Rocket's
just-
got your back, and
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I got
confident you guys will provide some competition.
Yeah, but hey, Rocket, just look at it this way. If we win, it's an even bigger win for us because we were against all of it.
Against all odds.
Yeah.
Overcome.
Against all odds. The odds are in our favor. We're the
The
minority.
minority is the strongest. Flying high.
Don't
baby.
forget,
So
Navy
Air
gets the
Force better
gravy.
roll a 10, otherwise I'll be whipping your butts. I can't actually whip your butts anymore, but I will whip your butts. Or try to. I'll just spam your DMs with TTSs. There
Ships.
we go.
I am so happy to have had you on here, Liz, and to delve a little bit into some of the past things that you got to experience that we don't know that much about.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, it's been good to have you. Thank
be
you.
here.
Love you, and we're
Thank you.
happy that
Have a good
we're gonna see you
day.
in Maine, so I'm not worried about it.
Yee.
Yeah, I'm just gonna yeet off now and never talk to any of you
Yeehaw,
again.
fight the good
Bye.
fight.
Rude. Fight the good fight.
Fight the good fight. Bye.
See ya.
And with that, we're moving on to our next segment, a classic troop of the week. We want to welcome our most recent Troop of the Weeks. Unfortunately, Orchid couldn't be here today, but we do have Max. Everybody give a round of applause to Max. And we're going to welcome you to the good fight. Welcome, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to the good fight.
Thank you.
A
Yeah.
couple questions.
Alrighty.
Were you expecting to get Troop of the Week?
Kind of. Because I was like really active that specific week, and I had done like every single event that week, and I was just being as active as I could.
You are a really good troop and amazing pick.
Were you online when Troop of the Week was announced? Or did you realize after people started pinging you?
I was partially online because so I knew that Troop of the Week was coming out, but I like put my phone down the second it was announced. I had said something like right before it was announced. I was like, "Hey Dolan, could I convince you to pass the torch to me?" Embarrassed face emoji. And then I was pink, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what? When did that happen?"
Voila.
I was there to watch Max's reaction. It was so funny.
It
I love
was
seeing that
great.
transition. It's always like, Psh, not going to be me. And they say that in pink, and it's like,
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
hee. Do you remember who the first was to congratulate you? Said, "Oh my gosh, you did it, Max." Who is that going to be?
Jimmy.
Ah, your boy.
Oh, we love Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy's great. That's really sweet.
Jimmy 38983.
How long have you been in the RPF now? If you know.
I think a month, right? Yeah.
Oh wow.
I
Nice.
joined. I have it written down somewhere. Yeah, not that long. Oh, the 4th of last month.
That's cool.
That's something you guys can also look up.
Who
Who
is?
is F6's
Oh.
favorite
Should've known
command?
F6 was
F6
there.
I hear with the common knowledge.
He knows all of the bot commands. Next question for you, Max, is why do you think you got Troop of the Week? Was it your attendance, recruiting, chat activity, any other factors that you can think of?
Mostly chat activity, because I don't attend many events. Like, well, now I do because the Aja events got moved up or something. But before I couldn't really attend many events because my computer was like broken, couldn't really run Club Penguin. So I made sure to be as active as I possibly could to get Troop of the Week.
And you still got it.
Yeah.
That's wild. You are amazing, Max.
Thank you.
And do you have any advice to any troops listening on how to snap that sweet Troppo Wek?
Get noticed.
Notice me,
as quick
senpai?
as possible.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
I like
Tropical
to be
Red.
noticed.
Be as active as possible and just be a good troop, and you'll be Troop of the Week.
Nice.
Good advice.
Max, one last thing. What's this whole deal with the Max emote?
The Max. Okay. So my OG profile picture. I don't know how it started. I think Ann B was like the first person to do Max. I was like, wait a minute, that's cool. And then we just like rolled with it. And if it was a real emote, I would overuse it as much as possible because
Gotta get your brand out there.
I always just feel like that for everyone here.
Adorable. Troop of the Week. The other thing that I want to say before we end out, because Orchid couldn't be here, I do want to point out, if you don't know who Orchid is, Orchid's a really awesome Aja troop that just got Troop of the Week. It's a lot easier to get US active troops than it is to get Aja active troops, so it's really cool that we got an Aja active troop. Orchid is really nice. You see her around chat. Make sure that you congratulate her. I'm assuming gender right now, but I'm pretty sure it's her. And she's really, really sweet troop.
We all love Orchid, and attending Aja is super important. We want to get those numbers up. And if you haven't noticed, it has been moved back an hour. But if that does or doesn't help you, just know that that's changed and attend Aja because Aja's awesome. So thank you so much, Max, for joining us on The Good Fight, and keep it up. We look forward to seeing you rise to become the mighty RC one day. Fight the good fight, Max.
Fight the good fight.
Woo woo.
Congratulations, Max.
Fight the good fight.
Thanks.
Woo.
By the way, Max lives literally 10 minutes away from my house, and she's going to the high school that I went to, how many years ago? 5 years ago. So I could meet up with Max at any moment. However, I won't because I think that they would find it very strange for someone my age to meet their child.
What are you doing in this high school? She's my daughter. No, she isn't. Now she is.
She's both of ours. Anyway.
In the past couple of weeks, we've had a lot of big promotions. Redweeb got promoted to second in command, and that is amazing. I'm super happy about it.
We really are proud of her. I'm proud of my fiance. Look out for wedding dates sooner or later. But for now, we will all congratulate her in passing. We're all very happy to have a new member of RPF staff, though, that is not in HCOM, but is now newly part of our moderator team. We're going to invite Yammie up here. She's an active, well-liked member, troop. Yams, welcome to the good fight.
Yammie, hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello. Everybody hear me? Oh, okay. Hello.
Yep.
She just got promoted to mod Sunday. Am I right about that?
Sunday. Yes.
Man, you're fresh.
Fresh meat, guys.
Thank you.
Just so you all know, you do sacrifice your soul as soon as you get promoted to Brigadier General. So.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
When did you first join RPF, Yams?
So I joined at the end of April this year, 2019.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, almost
end?
6 months. Yeah, I've been here. Yeah, I was lurking for a bit, and then I finally, started getting out there, making some new friends.
You definitely lurked because I joined beginning of April, and I don't think I saw you for a minute.
Yeah, no, I was very intimidated, and I was very scared.
Oh, you certainly are not any longer.
Yeah, no.
Thankfully.
How does it feel to be green?
It is definitely very different. I'm still not used to it, but I was kind of tired of the teal. I had been in it for a couple months, and I was just bored of it, and I was kind of, drowning out in the chat, but once I turned green, I feel like I stood out a little more, maybe?
Yeah, you definitely stand out in chat. Except when chat is only moderators.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of that green chat now.
Looking forward to demotions.
But would you rather have been a purple mod?
Purple mod. I think I I like purple better than green, but it definitely would be weird if we did switch, but change is also nice. So maybe?
HCOM listening right now? Because I think they should be.
HCOM, where you at?
We definitely aren't pushing an agenda here.
No, not a little.
Is there anything you're really looking forward to doing as a mod?
So, muting. I'm really excited to mute somebody. So somebody act up in chat. Let me mute you, please.
Oh god.
But no, and I'm also really excited to kind of get more responsibilities. Just kind of be in charge.
You're gonna do great already if you really like muting.
If you're looking forward to muting people, you're gonna be a great mod.
Oh yeah.
Plenty of opportunity.
Is there anything?
Is this the right podcast?
Oh, hi there,
Oh my
Poopy.
god, Poopy's back!
Welcome to the Good Fight podcast.
You got your soundboard up yet?
Doing that now. All right, back to not speaking. Good to see you.
Good fight.
Is there anything you're super nervous about?
Super nervous. Not really. I mean, I'm scared to kind of mess up, but that's just me being weird. But yeah, don't mess up. Thanks for the advice, guys. But yeah, just messing up or something and getting in trouble, that just makes me so scared and so nervous.
You're gonna be okay. Honestly, it takes a minute to learn all of this stuff, but once you get it, it's okay. Yammie, you're gonna do great though, I promise. Thank you. Do you have any advice for people hoping to reach where you are now? That's not the advice that you got.
Yeah, no, I got no advice, no. Just don't ever be discouraged about not getting a promo. You'll get there, they see you, you're just not ready at the time. And then, it took me a while to get where I'm at. There's people who were there for a shorter amount of time than me and got mod before me, but just don't be discouraged. You'll get that promo, you'll get there, mute people.
Yes.
That's all I care about, muting people.
Apparently. Do you have anything else that you'd like to say? Any shout outs or anything like that before we move on?
No. I'm good. Oh, my wife Crazy, and everybody on the podcast. You guys are amazing.
Oh. No, you.
She said whatever. Skip time.
I'm sorry.
Yikes. We were about to see a civil war happen in the middle of my
Divorce. No.
Well, thank you for coming on, Yams, and I wish you all
you.
the best as a new mod. I believe in you. You can always come to us if you need anything. It can be hard, but it's totally worth it.
Awesome.
With
Fight the good fight.
Yes.
Yes.
Fight the good fight!
Sorry.
With that, we're going to move on to our next segment. Rocket had to go. We're sad about it. but
Make
we
sure you
probably
send
should
him
mention
lots
that
and lots of DMs telling him that he's awesome. We had a contest a little while ago, summer dress up contest. We wanted to just go back a bit and put the spotlight on those winners.
In third place was Wolves, wearing his very orange summer outfit. It looks like he went on a cruise, then made a stop on an island, and then he wanted to make sure he was extremely safe in case he got dropped in the ocean. And I think that Wolves is afraid of swimming. Tell us how you came up with that outfit, Wolves.
Yo, obviously, so I had the iconic yellow hat and the glasses. You know, that's just me. Everyone knows if you're in RPF. And then I have the Gucci life jacket on with the I think it's the shark like necklace thing.
Yeah, it's a shark tooth necklace.
Yeah, shark teeth to show my male dominance. And I'm not sure if I had any hand items on. I can't exactly remember the outfit. And on feet, I have the Gucci sliders. You know, the sandals.
Oh, absolutely.
Obviously, have to be looking good on an island. You know.
Yeah. You got
Wolves,
to
why
wear.
are you wearing a beanie?
He just said.
It's summer. Did he though?
Does it matter?
know.
Does it matter?
Hey, look, we live in Britain, all right? We don't get sun.
It was his summer.
It's the drip. Come on, you gotta respect the drip.
It was his summer outfit, and he's wearing a beanie.
Respect the drip, Karen.
Respect the drip.
All right, moving on. Anything else you want to say, Wolves?
No, not really. I mean, thank you for having me.
Awesome job on your outfit.
Thank
Congrats
you.
on third place.
I had to
How are you
put a
gonna
lot
spend
of
your
hard work into
Tatsumaki
it.
credits?
Oh yeah. What am I gonna do?
How are you gonna spend your Tatsumaki?
I don't even know what you can do with them.
That's good. I'm glad those are useful. Another reason to bring back Rebel Cash. Thanks, Wolves.
Precisely. Alright, see you guys.
See ya. In second place, we had Kat with her surfer outfit looking totally tubular. Am I right? Yo, welcome. How'd you come up with your outfit?
It kind of reminded me of home. I grew up in California, and obviously a lot of my friends went out surfing, and it just kind of reminds me of summer.
That's cool.
That's so cute. It reminds you of home.
It reminds me of home. I'm halfway across the country now.
Oh, is it cold where you live?
It's much colder.
Okay.
It snowed a lot this year, and I'm not used to driving in that, so it was pretty scary.
Oh, welcome to my world. It gets easier, I promise.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Kat. Is there anything else you'd like to say about your dress up?
No, but I spent all my my credits already.
On what?
I upgraded my room on my Tatsumaki or whatever it's called.
That's fair. Remember to feed your pets, folks.
Mine's died
Absolutely.
like twice. R.I.P.
Yeah, mine's died a couple times too. It's okay. All right, thanks for coming, Kat.
Yeah.
Finally, in first place, we have our newly promoted head general F6, who won first place in the ultimate tourist outfit he has on his visit to the box dimension. F6, do you really want to go to the box dimension one day?
Short answer to your question, no.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks.
Why did you pick the outfit you did? Also, I see the nacho sombrero pin.
Well, it was inspired by Rookie, and yeah, that's about it.
He is the rookie number 2, everyone. Anything else you want to say?
That's it.
Cool,
Okay,
thank you.
all right. We're gonna move on. We'll talk to you in just a minute, F6.
Well done to everyone. We have another contest up at the moment for the autumn seasonal recruiting roles, named and coloured. Make sure you join in with the next contest. Feel free to DM me or anyone else with contest roles.
The other recent big promotion that we had was the arrival of our former General F6er to RPF High Command as Head General F6er. I know that personally, especially me and Chaos and Rocket, if he were here, we were all very sad to see him leave Mod Squad and General Squad, which is close to our hearts, I think. We know he's going to do amazing as part of HCOM, and I think we're all pretty proud of him. So we're going to chat with him a little bit.
E5, welcome to the Good Fight.
Hello, thanks for having me here, and thanks for saying that. That means a lot. I miss you guys as well.
How long have you been part of RPF F6?
I joined on the 28th of March, I guess. So, 6 months, just 7 days short of 6 months, I guess.
Wow, it's a long time.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you got promoted?
I was pretty happy, but I was shaking for a while because a lot of people were pinging me, and I didn't expect it that day, to be quite honest.
You were expecting it farther down the road?
Not exactly. I mean, I wasn't really expecting a promo because the last time I did ask about this, they basically said you need to be consistent, and that was really a vague answer. I was like, okay, consistent, like for how long? I don't know. So yeah. So when I did finally get the promo, I was like, okay, this finally happened.
Yay! How do you think you got promoted? Although I guess we kind of touched a little bit on that.
I wouldn't say I was very active in chat because my message count used to hover around, I don't know, 3,600 to 4,000 a week. That's not exactly active as I'd like to be, but yeah, I mean, this guy never gave me mentor reports. He has no right to say 8.
That's great.
And I used to recruit a lot. My personal goal for each week was around 20 plus or minus 2. And I used to get that pretty consistently. And I used to attend every single event. And I think the last event I missed was, I think, this week. And that was the first event I missed in, I think, 2 months.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's impressive. F6 also does this with a full-time job, which is wild, guys.
Is there anything you'll miss about being part of the mod squad? Will you miss having a mentor?
I mean, I never really did have a mentor, but yeah, I mean, being with you guys in green was a different experience. I don't want there to be an invisible wall between us just now that I'm just in HCOM, but yeah, I mean, being with you guys was just fun as a mod.
I refuse to let that wall be a thing. It doesn't exist to me.
That's not going to happen.
In opposition to that, is there anything you look forward to doing as part of HCOM now?
I do look forward to leading a lot. I do look forward to having a few events. I mean, I've had a few ideas, but haven't implemented them yet. So keep your eyes peeled. I don't know if it's going to come, but if it does, I'll be pretty happy.
That's cool.
Noted. Yammie is looking forward to muting, and F6 is looking forward to leading.
Oh, yeah. In case Yammie wants to mute, you can actually go ahead and mute me in RPF. Go for it.
Aw. Will you unmute yourself, though?
I don't think I can be muted because of the HCOM rule, but just go for it. I mean, I'll get the muted role, but I'll still be able to chat and text.
It sometimes seems like HCOM can be pretty high up, and obviously just discussed this. It's cool if you can know HCOM on a personal level. Are there any really interesting fun facts about yourself that you'd like to share?
As an RPF member or as an IRL?
Either. Whatever you want to.
I do play badminton a lot. I do play single player games. I'm not that much of a multiplayer game fan. This is the only multiplayer game I play, so it's kind of weird. I do like hiking and stuff like that, but as a member of the RPF, I have been spending a lot of time with the RPF more than I should, but I do enjoy it. That's why I do.
That's cool.
I know that we talked a little bit about this, but generals are a rank that a lot of people get stuck at, and I was wondering if you have any advice for aspiring head generals. All of us throughout the ranks are kind of aspiring for HCOM, so not just generals, and just touching on that theme of patience again.
It is. It's not just about patience, it's about being consistent. I mean, you guys are doing great. It's just that you need to do it for a lot longer because, how do I put this? as HCOM, you're actually representing the entirety of the RPF. So you need to be out there every day. And the only way you can convince us that you will be doing that is by being active and being good. I'm not just saying active in the sense, just pop up and chat and just chat, just write something in main, but not attending events. It's being active and throughout this, in the full spectrum. So you need to attend events, be active in chat, and do recruit. So if you do that, then you basically convince us that you will be active. And if you're active for a long time, you basically convince us that you can be trusted with this responsibility, if that makes sense. I'm not saying that you guys are not doing that right now, but you guys are doing great.
How could you have
It's just
6? I feel so insulted.
a long time. I totally get that because I was stuck at general for like 7 weeks, 6 weeks, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know people have been stuck there for longer, and I'm totally sorry about that. But yeah, you guys are doing great. Just keep doing whatever it is you're doing for a little bit longer, and you guys will be there.
Keep it up. That's
I
cool.
hope I'm doing okay. I think I'm faltering with some of those stats, but I'm working.
Is Pookie the best or worst mentor?
I've not had another mentor, so that's going to be a difficult question to answer. He was not intrusive, and he didn't give that many mentor reports, but he's a nice guy. He's all right.
All right, Pookie, I'm gonna let you unmute yourself so you can comment on that.
Yeah.
He left! F6, what have you done? You took my soundboard away.
Oh no!
Someone get him back. Alright, buddy. Any actual comments?
Bruh. Thanks, Pookie.
Okay, can
All right.
you comment on your mentee generally? He muted himself. Pookie, stop being a child. Okay, sad.
Just so you know, I love
shame.
you. I do love you because he helped me out with the post when I was posting for the first time, so I do need to acknowledge that.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you for coming on, F6. It's always cool talking. It was fun learning a bit more about you.
Cool.
Thanks.
Thanks for having me here.
No problem.
I will say that Pookie has always been very proud of F6, so there's also that. He bragged about him all the time. Mostly about the fact that it was his mentee that was doing so well. And I also would like to say that F6 probably didn't need that much advice because he was doing awesome the entire time. Also, we're way ahead of schedule. We're going to be done 20 minutes early. That's kind of nice. I hope everyone's okay with that. And if they're not, we can talk for 20 to 25 minutes.
If they're not, then feel free to sit in the voice chat muted for 30 minutes.
That's all we have for you this week. Thank you all for coming. I'm going to explain Dungeons and Dragons to Crazy later. Though the RPF ranks have shifted a lot since our last podcast, Good Fight must and always does continue. So both the podcast and the actual Good Fight.
Yeah, we're also going to have a bit of a Q&A portion with our guests if they want to stick around at the end. Also, don't forget to add any suggestions you have to the suggestions box. It's pinned in Hangout here.
And then, as a reminder, we're going to look forward to the next podcast covering the second largest division in the Rebel Federation, the Minecraft Div. In this case, Emcee doesn't stand for MC Moon Emoji. It stands for Minecraft. I want to say, I know there seems to be some kind of rivalry between Minecraft Div and RPF Div sometimes. Some of the older members, I feel like we're being sassy, but it was supposed to be funny. And we really do love MC Div. Shout out to Tycho's Uno team. All of the divs are really great. Some of us do cross.
Shout out to the Wizard 101 team.
Shout out to Wizard 101 divs. As we move forward with all of this main hub transference, go ahead and try out a team. We're not saying which RPF or other teams or anything like that. I'm in Minecraft Div and I do it casually and I've made friends in there and it's a good time. So definitely come hang out with us next week. I think it's important.
Yeah. Awesome. Stick around. Come join the MC Div podcast. It's going to be cool.
One day we'll have an MC Div. Like MC, me.
Haha, it's funny.
Before we wrap up, is there anything we want to talk about promotions? We have so much time on our hands here. Is there any 2 cents that we can give anybody about promotions or their time in RPF?
Any advice that I would have? I would say aim high. Don't get discouraged if you don't get promoted. That's the worst.
Right. I think that persistence is really key with a lot of these promotions. A lot of people sometimes complain if they're not getting promoted, but you've got to realize that if you're not getting promoted, maybe there's a reason for that, and you can always ask what you can do better. I think that especially once people get to a certain point, they get really discouraged because promotions are happening less frequently or the criteria have heightened and they're not reaching those criteria and they don't realize it. But you have to make sure that you keep pushing and being self-aware and recognizing where you need to improve. Again, if you need to reach out. I know that current mod Royal was teal for a while and she DM'd me asking me what she could do to do better. And as soon as I told her, in the next week or so, she got mod, and I was really proud of her. Keep that kind of stuff in mind. Gotta keep working on it.
Some advice that Mishka gave me that I've always kept at heart is you don't have to worry about demotions. They're not that big. Obviously,
they're not that frequent. They don't happen ever.
Yeah,
you're not gonna get demoted unless you drop off the face of the planet or you do something really awful.
Yeah, but also do try and avoid them. Don't be an idiot to try and get demoted. It's not a good feeling,
right?
But it's not the end of.
That wasn't funny. Like Bever said, also you could be a potato and get promoted as long as you're an active potato, friendly in chat and stuff like that. HCOM notices a lot more than I think people realize. When you look at ranks, you can tell that some things that people might be doing might not be contributing well to their promote. So even if they're active, but they're not a super promoting unhealthy behavior, or if they're not promoting a positive atmosphere in chat, those kinds of people can get held back because of those things, and then they need to prove that they're positive, trustworthy influence. That's not a permanent stop or anything. It's just things that people have to end up improving on in order to move up again. I think that's all. Shout out to Uni. Can do. Everyone had suggestions and upvote Rebel Cash. We're gonna get it back. Oh yes, claps for Rocket. He did a great job today. Honestly, I was kind of testing the waters with Rocket and seeing how he did before I throw him on an actual host. Hopefully we won't be doing trio hosting in the future, but we'll see Rocket in full capacity at full speed. It's gonna do awesome. Shout out to F6 Guy for having the same taste buds and both disliking Dr. Pepper, as well as enjoying pineapple on pizza. Pineapple on pizza is actually very superior.
Alright, you're just wrong. Bye, good night, we're ending the podcast here. I've gone too far.
Now it's done. Alright, we are going to end now, I think. Yeah. It's 15 minutes early, which is a little better than 30 minutes. So, thank you all for coming. What is it that we say at the end of the podcast again?
I think it's something like fight the good fight.
Bruh. It starts with an F. Fight the good fight! Fight the good fight!
Fight the good fight.
Alright, play us out, Pookie.
Hello everyone, this is DJ Funky Fresh here with some funky beats. Today your flight will be taking you from Tuxedo all the way to Abominable, taken from PZF. We're going to play you out with what we call We're Not Gonna Take It.